The 10 Plagues. Part I. A blinding sun beats down on the ancient empire of Egypt. On the banks of the sacred Nile, Moses raises his wooden staff and strikes the water. The first plague begins. A crimson ripple sweeps across the river. The blue waters instantly transform into thick, dark, human blood. Deep underwater, millions of fish choke and die. On the surface, the royal priests scream as blood splashes across their faces. The bloody river begins to churn. From the red mud, millions of frogs erupt. They form a moving green carpet over the stone plazas, pouring over temple walls, filling sandals, and hopping into golden bowls. Moses strikes the dry earth, and the sand vibrates. Every grain of desert dust transforms into a tiny, black, biting insect. The air turns into a thick, gray fog. People desperately scrape their skin to stop the agonizing itching. A solid black wall appears on the horizon. It is a super swarm of billions of metallic green flies. They move like a dark tidal wave, blocking out the sunlight and coating the faces of weeping citizens. In the royal pastures, the grand animals of Egypt suddenly tremble. Their eyes turn a milky white. In perfect, terrifying synchronization, thousands of horses, bulls, and camels collapse dead into the dust. Total silence falls over the valley. Inside the palace, Pharaoh Ramses looks into his bronze mirror. A tiny red blister appears on his cheek, bubbles, and rapidly spreads into a painful weeping ulcer. In the streets outside, thousands of citizens collapse, their skin covered in raw, fluid-filled boils. Pharaoh, covered in medical linen, steps onto his balcony and raises his golden scepter to signal control. But it is too late. The golden sky is instantly swallowed by an unnatural, bruised purple cloud. In the distance, Moses looks up as the atmosphere crackles with static electricity.
The 10 Plagues, Part 2. The judgment of Egypt deepens. Moving from ecological ruin to cosmic terror, the fierce purple sky begins to crack, and the very laws of physics begin to break. The 7th plague descends from the heavens. Continuous, blinding ribbons of lightning freeze in the air like burning pillars of white plasma. Massive, jagged chunks of ice rain down. Terrifyingly, inside the core of each falling ice block, a ball of bright orange fire burns. When the hail strikes the grand stone monuments, the ice shatters, and the fire explodes outward like liquid flame, burning through solid stone and buildings simultaneously. A powerful wind blows from the east, carrying a strange, mechanical hum. A massive, geometric shadow covers the ruined capital as billions of hyperdense locusts sweep down. Moving like a digital wave, they do not just eat plants, they strip everything to the molecular level. Within seconds, green trees turn into bare veins and disintegrate into white dust, while bronze statues and ancient stone walls dissolve into nothingness as the swarm passes over them. At midday, the sun vanishes. A thick, pitch-black darkness rises directly from the ground like heavy smoke. It is a physical, heavy darkness that absorbs all light. People frantically light torches, but the unnatural darkness suffocates the fire. The flames die instantly. For 3 long days, the empire is trapped in absolute, suffocating blindness. Finally, midnight arrives, bringing the ultimate cosmic judgment. A pale, glowing neon white vapor drifts through the silent streets. Moving with mathematical precision, it completely bypasses every door marked with lamb's blood. The mysterious vapor slips through the cracks of unmarked homes, flowing across the floors and rising over the beds of sleeping children. Gently, the glowing mist touches the chest of every firstborn. Instantly, their life force separates from their bodies, dissolving into dozens of tiny, starlit quantum particles that float upward. The physical bodies remain perfectly intact, but all breath stops. As the morning sun rises, a wide shore reveals the silent kingdom. From the poorest prison to the grand royal palace, a unified, piercing cry of absolute grief echoes across the desert. Pharaoh looks at his lifeless kingdom, defeated. In the distance, Moses leads his people forward, marching toward the horizon. Part I end.